So I don't forget it.
Okay.
Yeah, Myra's always making fun of me because I don't have a brain.
You've got quite a few things going on.
Hey, Kim.
Hello.
Hey, how are ya?
Good.
It must be cold there. You've got layers on.
Yes.
It's about, I don't know, 28 here. It's cold.
I think it's in the 30s here,
Yeah,
but it's
it's the way it should be.
28.
Yes.
28, yeah, it's cold.
Right.
Okay, so now I know how to go back and find something that I've posted online. You have to go into your page. And then it says your post and it's right there.
Pops up, okay.
And I didn't know that until I was horsing around like you guys were in Shavasana.
Yeah. What do you think?
So, anyway, okay, it is my desire in life to keep all of us strong and mobile. One of the things that I am so thankful for is that my sister-in-law, who had this very urgent surgery, she started having huge pain in her shoulder and her hands went numb, and they went in and took out a disc and then put a scaffolding in her neck. And she's got a zipper scar down her back, which I don't understand why.
I know.
They had to put a drainage in. But anyway, she's an exerciser, not a yogi. She swims, she does swimming, water aerobics, cycle, stationary cycling. She used to walk every day for an hour, every day, very briskly, because we couldn't keep up with her. And she does line dancing all the time. So her body was in pretty good shape, but her posture is like this. And I don't want to see my students have that posture. So we're all going to work. Hey, Kim.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not quite 11. This is a good spot if you want to be here too. So Kim Muller, are you okay? Nothing? Good. All right. So everyone, you all know where your scapula is, your shoulder blades. And I have extra these guys today. I remembered them. Take your shoulder blades into your back. Draw the skin of the trapezius muscle and the muscle of this top shoulder down the back. And see that your arms aren't in front of your shoulder, but rather there's a slight external rotation. So the back of the arm is hooked into the shoulder socket. And that begins to retrain those back muscles to bring your head in alignment. And then some of us have that tendency for the chin to go forward. If you touch the occipital ridge of the head and gently bring your head straight back toward your hands. Now, sometimes I do it too much, I think, but just to make sure you're not craning your head forward. Because when the head is aligned, then there's much less stress on the neck. One way you can check that out is to see that the throat area is soft. If your head is craning, it may be soft, but you may find tension there. If the head is aligned more with the spine, there's the lower jaw actually relaxes a little bit. And the tongue relaxes. So you can get that feeling. Now we're going to start with this. I'm going to call it the Dr. Andrew Weil breath. It's not his breath. It's just who I learned it from. It's called the 4-7-8 breath. You breathe in. First of all, you place the tongue on the roof of the mouth, just the tip. And when you breathe out, this is one of the few breaths where you actually breathe through the mouth. You make the breath a whoosh sound with keeping the tongue at the roof of the mouth, like that. So you breathe in 4 counts, you hold for 7 counts, and you breathe out for 8 counts with the whoosh sound. Okay, so that's the 4-7-8 breath. This is a breath that helps to calm and bring the parasympathetic nervous system online. It helps to calm the nerves. And doing breath work is something that I've been doing more and more to just work with myself in different ways, especially if I get that heavy winter asthma-y feeling in my chest. Medication doesn't seem to work for me. Breath does. Breath really helps to conquer the buildup of the inflammation in the chest. So everyone sitting tall. Now everyone just let the breath go out. Make sure you're breathing fairly normally. Now 4 breaths in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoosh out for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7. Lift the diaphragm. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoosh out for 8. Keep the tongue at the roof of the mouth. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoosh out for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoosh out for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now just return to normal, natural breath. Now the tongue doesn't have to rest on the roof of the mouth. Breathing through the nose. So what Dr. Weil recommends is you do this in the morning, you do it in the evening. So I usually do it when I'm meditating in the morning and right before I go to bed, or right when I'm in bed ready to go to sleep. You do it every day, twice a day. You don't do it more than twice a day, and you do it consistently every single day. And this, over a long period of time, has its effect. So I highly recommend, if anyone wants to see the video, it's a brief video, maybe, I don't know, 4 minutes, 5 minutes at the most. Just let me know and I'll send you the link to this video. It's instructive. He's just instructing a group of people.
How many times do you do it in the morning? How many times do you do it?
Only 4.
4 times.
4 in the morning, 4 in the evening. That's it. He recommends not doing it more. He does say if you wake up in the middle of the night and you can't get back to sleep, you can use this breath. Now I've tried it and it doesn't really help me that much to go back. What works better for me is get out of bed, lie down, put my legs up. I don't know why. Anyway, whatever works. Okay. Now, I want us to start with the hands on the lower abdomen. Now, very gently press the lower abdomen back in and release. Now, when you do that, Notice what happens in the diaphragm. So the diaphragm's up here. So notice not only the front diaphragm, the side diaphragm, the back. Move that abdomen in and back and see if you can actually from there lift the diaphragm higher and then release. So what I want you to connect with is how this action of the lower abdomen, which is Uddiyana Bandha, connects to your control and lift of the diaphragm. And when I'm talking about diaphragm, I'm really concentrating on the back diaphragm. So when I go in here, I feel this back diaphragm lift and then release. Okay, now let's go ahead and start. We're going to start in a forward bend. I want everyone to take the amount of height you need. You can use the bolster, you can use bricks. I want to start with your feet as wide as your mat, with the outer edges of the feet on the mat, the hands under the shoulders, the thighs rotating in and back, and the concave shape of the back. So I don't want you to have a rounded back. If you don't have something to put your hands on, you can grab somebody's chair, or you can put your hands on the floor. Just make sure your legs are straight. The weight of your body, you're not in a dog pose. This is not dog pose, this is Uttanasana. So open the backs of your legs, lift your arches, rotate your thighs internally, lift your kneecaps, and slowly but surely bring the muscles of the legs into the bones. Now, some of you are looking down at your legs. Look forward. Don't just crane your neck to look forward. In fact, tuck your chin, but lift your sternum. Lift your rib cage. Now, take Uddiyana Bandha, take that abdomen up, and see if you can further lift the diaphragm, and then release that with a breath. And once again, inhale, lift the abdomen, lift the rib cage, lift the sternum, roll the inner groins back, and then release the breath. Good. Now, I want you to bring your feet a little closer so they're hip width. So have the feet aligned hip width, which means your heel is under your sitting bone. Your kneecaps are lifting and your thighs, the top thigh is rotated in and back. So the inner groin is moving back. Now come to your outer groin on the outer side of the hip. Keep the inner groin moving back and move that outer groin back until you feel a firmness in the legs. Then from here, maintaining that firmness, see if you can take your hands a little lower. But don't use your flexibility to do it. Use your stability. Legs drawn into the hips, outer hip back, inner thighs back. Now see if you can start to bring your hands even to the sides of the feet. Now the head can drop. Now those of you who tend to press your calves back, put your hands behind your calves. Resist with your hands. Don't let your calves move back, but take your sitting bones higher up. Take your inner legs way up. Pull on those calves like that. Like you're trying to push the calf muscle in. Then take your trunk as close to your legs as you can manage. Good. Now to come up out of the pose, keep the firmness of the legs. Bring your hands to your waist. Roll your shoulders back. And slowly inhale. Come up. Take Parsvottanasana. Right leg forward, left leg back. The back foot is turned about 90 degrees. In other words, it's not turned out, it's turned in, but it's not 90, about 85 degrees. Now rotate both inner groins back and see that your outer right hip is moving in and back, and the inside of your left leg is lifting up. The inside of the left leg lifts up. Square your hips with those actions. That's it. So right here, go in more, and right here, go in more. Yeah. Good. Lift your heel. Put your heel on this. Push. Yeah. Push this side. This side of the heel. Yeah. And then you feel how that gives. Good. Now I want you to come up with your weight on your back leg. Bring your hands to your waist. Extend the sides of your waist. Come up with your weight on your back leg. Change sides. Parsvottanasana. Back foot is turned not 90, not straight in, but almost in. That's it. On the front foot, you take the ball of the foot and as if you're trying to push that foot forward, you draw the leg back away from it. Now look at your hips. Some of you, your right hip is up. That is because the inner side of that right leg is not doing its work. So this side has to lift back. It has to go back. This has to lift and go in. Yeah. Your feet are too crossed. Move your back foot over to this side a little bit, over toward the camera. Square those hips. That's it. Now put your hands on your waist, inhale, and come up, stand on that back leg, and then come together. Padangusthasana. I think most of you are able to do this, but if you can't, grab a strap or borrow one. I have a couple of straps here. I want you to grab your big toes. Now, when you grab the big toes, you can start with the legs bent. But the action is to extend the sides of your waist, draw the abdomen up, and to straighten the legs without letting it change the action of the back. The back is concave. Yeah. So grab those big toes, pull up against the big toes. Now, take your inner groins back, your outer groins back, and move the sides of your waist as far forward as you can go. Use the action of the hand. Don't hurt your wrist. Good. Now from here, let go of the toes. Bring your hands to your waist and inhale, come up. So are you all feeling that when you come up, this is what brings you up, not this? So here, you see I'm very flexible, I can do that, but I'm not using my legs. These muscles have to stay engaged so that my spine is not trying to lift my spine up. It is my legs. All right, so make sure the muscles of the hips, the legs are what bring you in and up. Okay? All right, let's practice that. Take your arms all the way up. Come all the way down. Come all the way up. And arms down. And now again. Now, let me show you something. some of us tend to push the groin forward. I wonder where Mary was. Anyway, hi, Mary. So some of us come up and we push the groin forward. The groin has to stay in your body. It has to stay back. So when I come down and when I come up, I don't allow this. Okay, do it again. Arms up. Exhale down. Concentrate on the groins. Then as you come up, keep the groin in the body. Better, better. Do you feel the difference? It really creates a stability here. And you feel it in the outer hip, the inner leg, etc. Okay, now you're going to take the Padangusthasana one more time. We're going to go into the full pose. Undo a layer. Okay. When I'm going to show from the side. So Padangusthasana. Okay, now when I take my head toward my legs, what has to operate is this. It does not push, it goes into the spine. You have to use your abdomen for that action. Okay, otherwise, your throat gets tight and everything, and you're not going to gain the strength that the pose can give you. So let's all go back into Padangusthasana is the grasp of the big toes, the length of the sideways. Stamp the feet firm, legs firm. Now bend the elbows. Take the abdomen as best you can toward the spine with a breath. As you come into the pose, see that your hips don't go back, elbows to the side, way out. Now, come back to the concave back. Come back to concave back, arms straight, sideways forward. Come back to concave back, straighten your arms. And then release and come up. Nice. Okay, that has three actions in that pose. Concave back, forward bend, concave back. Now in the forward bend, you can't hold that so much, but it allows that upper back to be rounded without shortening here. How many of us shorten between here and here? When we go down, we shorten. You're not to shorten. So you have to use some of that action to help keep that long. It strengthens this. Now we're going to take Padahastasana. I know some of you have, including me, have a little arthritis. So what I would recommend is you make a pad and you're going to put your whole hand under the foot. You bring the weight onto the hand and take concave back. Then when you come into the full pose, you elbows to the side. And then you come here and release. Now, if you have to keep the legs slightly bent, that's okay. The mound of the big toe should rest on the mound of the thumb. Then you have no pain in the arthritic thumb. Okay, go ahead. See if you can manage that. Bend your knees a little and put your head even further under if you can. I know some of you have short arms, so it's a challenging. Yeah, now put the weight of your feet onto your hands. See if you can elongate the side of the waist and look up. Concave back. Then you bend the elbows and bring your trunk toward the legs. Very excellent. Soft throat, abdomen up. Now go back to the concave back, Padahasta, and then slowly release the hands and come up. Now, I don't teach that very often, but that pose is one of the best poses I know to counter after you've been sitting at the computer, because it stretches this. It really gets that really nice upper back stretch. Now, everyone, I want you to take, I'm going to show to the side. I want everyone to take Utthita Parshvanattanasana. You don't have to move your mats, just turn sideways. But this is the pose. You can take whatever support if you want to lean against a wall, whatever you need. I want to open the hips. So if you want to sit on a chair, you can. So the feet are going to be very wide. Oh, my camera's not in the right place. Okay. So I have my feet wide. The groin rolls back. The hands are on the floor, Prasarya Padottanasana. Then I'm turning the right leg into the pose. Then from the back of the leg, I turn back to Parshvanattanasana. Then I turn into the pose. And then I turn back. And then we'll come up. So just turn sideways on your mat. Take your feet wide. Have your hands on your hips. Turn your feet forward. Press the outer edges of your feet. And I'm going to say something which is the really not correct way to say it, but I'm going to say it because some of you forgot you have knees. Lock your knees. They are not supposed to be loose at all. All the muscles around the knees have to hug the knee joint. Now, inhale, exhale, go forward, hands on the floor, look forward. Lengthen the side waist. Observe that your outer hips, inner groins are back. Now, you're going to turn to the right and bend that right leg, turn that right leg out, and come into the pose. Hand on the ground or on a brick. Or on, yeah, that's not because it's not part. It's a brick. Okay, and now turn back. Turn back to Prasarya Padottanasana. Okay. All right, now turn to the other side. Rotate that left leg out. Rotate your trunk. Left arm is down. Arm is over the head. Basic posture. Your left buttock should be underneath your right hip, not behind you. Good. Now rotate back into Prasarya Padottanasana. Bring your hands to your waist and inhale, come up. Okay, we'll do it one more time. Let me make an adjustment. What I saw tells me you don't know this pose. This is the second pose you learn when you study yoga. This is how long ago you've had it. So this is what everybody's doing. This forgot that it's the major part of the pose. So what you guys are doing is this. Right here. I don't come up. I utilize the structure of my leg into my hip socket and the drawing of the outer leg to the hip and the opening of the inner leg. I don't come up. You don't have to come up. What's the stabilizing leg in that pose? What's the stabilizing leg?
Back leg.
Outside.
Your back leg. So if 50% of your weight is not on your back leg, you won't be able to hold the action on your right leg. Let's do the pose again. You all know it. Take whatever height you need. Go ahead and come into Prasarita Padottanasana. This way of going in helps you get the action of the hip. Now, rotate your right leg out as you bend it. And come into the pose. Your right leg is bent 90 degrees. Your right side should be parallel to the floor. Your back heel is pressing well. Good. Now press down on the back heel. Rotate that front leg forward. Prasarita Padottanasana. You get a little bit of a rest. Now you go to the other side. So you start to rotate and bend the leg all at the same time. Your left buttock has to be inside your body. Most of you, the buttock is sticking out toward root 260. It's not in your body. This is over your head all the way. Otherwise, there's no side stretch. This leg is not even bent at all. Yeah. Good. And then press down on the back leg and rotate back. Now bring your hands to your waist. Now, when you come up, press the outer side of the feet, keep the buttock down, and come all the way up, and come to Tadasana. Okay. I encourage you to go home and practice that every day. It takes you 1 minute. You don't have to stay 5 minutes, but practice so that you begin to create that nice stability in the hip. Turn your mats. Well, you're all in the right place. Does everybody have a strap? And if you don't have a strap, you can do this without a strap. I have 2 straps.
Here's the other one. I have the other one.
Anyway, you got one. Okay. So we're going to take Ardha Navasana and Paripurna Navasana. What I'd like you to do today, those who need a strap, you can place the strap around the arch of the foot. And when you pull on the strap, the outside of the foot has to come back and the inner heel forward. So everybody sit up like this with the action like this. Okay? I highly recommend a strap. That's mobile. It's not stable. So use a strap. Do you not understand the difference between the two? Get a rope. You don't have to go buy a strap. You've got a rope at home. Use a rope. If it's movable, grip, 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 grip. Not work. Do you feel? Okay, those mobile straps are very good in physical therapy. Very good. We're not doing physical therapy. We're doing practicing yoga. Bring the outer foot towards you. Outer hips firm. Palms toward each other. Now, take Uddiyana Bandha and lean back a little and lift your sternum. Tuck your chin. See if you can come up. Firm the inner groins and then extend your legs. That's it. And bring the legs down and straighten your legs. Okay, now let me explain something. when I say firm the groin, I don't know if that's really the best way to talk about it. Does everyone know that this is what I'm talking about, the groin? In a crossword puzzle I was working on the other day, they said groin is between the legs. Okay, that's one way to look at it. It's in here. It's this. But in yoga, the groin is all the way around. So when I'm going to lift this leg, and if I don't connect the leg into the hip, what happens is that my quadricep takes over and my abdomen is doing nothing, zero. These are called abdominals. So what do? So you have to connect your legs into your hip sockets so that the quadricep doesn't take over, but the abdomen does. Try the pose doing it that way. It's not just tightening the abdomen, it's drawing the legs more deeply in the hip sockets. Put your feet up on top of that and do it from there. Okay. Up you go. That's it. Now draw those legs in the hip sockets. Draw the inner thigh, the outer thigh, the ball of the foot. Excellent. Now see if you can extend the leg without gripping your quadricep. Better. Do you feel it? Push forward with this side of the foot. Yes. That's it. Good. Now, bend your knees, come back in, put your feet on the floor, do it again, and then let go of your hands. Your legs have to take over. If your back isn't strong enough, hold the strap. Yes, this is very good. You feel? Yes. Yeah. Legs drawn into the hips. Legs in the hips. Legs in the hips. Yeah, that's good. That's good enough. Don't even try to lift your legs. Good. And then come down. Yeah. Do you feel it's a really strong abdominal? That's why it's called abdominals. Good. Next pose.
You finish this
This is
today.
my favorite. It's always my favorite pose is always the one that's hardest for me. Feet here. Now, at home, I do it in the wall. At home, I push my feet into the wall so I have some support. But I don't have that today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hands behind my head. Here, I'll show from the side. Remember, this is not my best pose. So I have to really make sure I have to connect the joints, round my back, and then take my legs up. And I'll tell you where I'll lose it. My back groin gets loose. And then my abdomen doesn't work. Do it, try it. Now, if you want to put your feet against the wall, do so. That's really good for you. In this pose part in Ardhanavasana, your feet are not higher than they're up to the level of the eyes, but not higher. The back is rounded, completely rounded. Yeah. Now take your feet up to here. Now round your back into it and push your feet. That's it. Yeah. Oh, I know. You got to
I
cramp.
know my stomach is not strong enough.
That's it. Yeah, very good. Good. Hi.
Everybody healthy?
We're working for it.
Yeah. I was just trying to get a key so I could hear workout when you guys work, so.
Uh,
I
you
gotta-
know,
I'm not sure what days he's here. He's usually here a couple days.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, we're done.
Well, he's at the other golf
but
course.
I'll call Birdie Ranch and have him send a key over.
Yeah,
That's-
We're done at 12:15.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys, have Everybody's.
Join us. Yeah.
Wanna join us?
All right. You felt that. And one of the things that happens when you do a pose like Urdhva Prasarita Padasana, and you go into this pose, is that the way the pose is held is different as you lower the legs and as you raise the legs. You have to find how to keep everything connected. So different parts of the leg come into the situation. Okay, where are we? What time? Let me see what time.
Thanks, course.
It's 11:35. Oh, good. All right. So here's what I want to do. I want to get into seated forward bends. Now, how many chairs do we have? I brought 2. You have 1. You have 1. You have 1. You don't have 1. You have that. You have 1, and you have 1. Okay. Here's what I want to do. If you don't have a chair, I'll show you how to work without the chair. Chair's not absolutely necessary. It's just where I want to bring some quietness into the focus of the breath and everything. But your legs and your arms and your structure posture is very important. So I'm not looking for any rounded backs. Therefore, with the chair, you have more height to do the poses. So what we're going to start with is Janu Shirshasana, a twist. Then we're going to go forward, concave back, and then if I had my bolster and I were warmed up, then I could find the pose like this. You see, what if I don't want to go that deep today? You rest your head. So the back body falls down and the front body is lifted. Because I want you to be here for a while. Okay. So Janu Shirshasana, let's start with the basic understanding. I suggest that you sit on the kind of height you need so that you are never sitting on your buttocks. You are only sitting up. If you sit back on the buttock, everybody see the difference? This is sitting on my buttock. This, I'm sitting on my thighs. This is proper sitting. It requires some action in the leg. So I give myself a height. I put it on an angle so it doesn't get in the way of my legs. Everyone start in Dandasana. Okay, now iron your thigh muscle down the shaft of the thigh toward the knee. Down the thigh toward the knee. Okay? All right. So in these poses, you don't want that quadricep going up. You want it going down. But the top of the thigh has to go toward the floor. So that means this side of the leg has to be the main actor. The feet are active. At no time are the feet quiet. They're very astute. Now you're going to bend that left leg. Bring it as close as you can. Some of you closer than others. Open the thigh. And rest the foot. The toe rests near the right thigh. Can you see this? All right. Now, everyone, when you're in this situation, and just make sure you're sitting high enough or you've got You can take something like this, too. I'm gonna change legs so you can see. So if your knee is up, support the shin. Here, use one of these. That's too high. Yeah, use this. Just support the shin and see if that works. Okay, everybody good? Which hip are you sitting on? Sit on both hips. Is your right leg turned out? Look at your right foot. If it's turned out, it means your thigh is not part of your hip anymore. It lost. Keep that internal rotation. Now from here, Janu Sirsasana set up. You're going to take your left hand in front of your left knee, your right hand behind the body. Move your floating ribs in, lift your abdominal body up. Inhale, lift and turn toward the right. Good. Now, bring both hands forward 2 or 3 inches. Abdomen up. Now, the top of your right thigh bone has to merge with the earth. Press it down. Inhale, lift, cross over with your hand. Grasp the outer right foot. Bring that right hand forward. Lift and turn the abdomen so that the center of your trunk aligns with the center of your right knee. Take your outer leg on your bent leg toward your hip and lengthen the inner leg toward the knee. Good. Inhale, lift and turn the ribs, the chest, the head. Inhale, come out of the pose. Let's take the other side. We'll get into the full pose in a minute. Let's go step by step. So bend that right leg, open from the hip. What allows this knee to go into the classic pose is the action on the outer leg. So if your outer leg is like marshmallow, let's light some fire and make it a nice gooey marshmallow. The outer leg has to be firm in the hip. So this inner leg is long. So these two legs come closer and closer and closer and closer and closer together. There's action on this leg. The name of this pose is Janu Sirsasana. It means the head of the knee. So the head of the knee should be pointing behind your right shoulder. Yeah. Now, bring your right hand in front of that knee. To hold it. Don't let it come. Take this other hand around and behind. Lift and turn. So from your outer right knee to your outer right hip, draw that muscle and leg and nerve fiber into your hip. Try not to sit back on your hip, Joan. Sit forward. Press your thigh bone down. Good. Now start coming forward. So you have to engage that right leg. Inhale, lift, and turn. Now see if you can grab across with your right hand to your left foot. Pull that outer side of that left leg back. If you can't reach it, you have a strap. That's it. Now, put some attention on your right leg. Outer right leg coming into your hip. Inner right leg getting longer and longer and longer. So it opens like that. Good. Use your left hand to help you inhale and exhale. Turn the ribs, the abdomen, the chest, and the shoulders to the left. That's it. Now, release your jaw. You're all trying to do it with your jaw. Won't work. The legs that are on the floor have to activate. And then the body turns. Good. Then inhale, come up. Very nice. Change legs. Janu Sirsasana. Now this leg will come very easily. because it's warmed up. Now, actually, what I'm gonna do. Oh, no. Okay. I'm going to take you into the restful forward bend after we do different poses with the legs. Then we'll go into it in a resting the head. All right. But I want to get the action of the body first. So we're going to do a few more poses. Okay. Now, go ahead, straighten both legs. Now, some of you I know need more height for this pose. But I want you to watch how I give myself height. I'm going to be bending. Notice how my knees never go apart. They stay together. And I bend that left leg back in Virasana. Don't get excited. I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, can you see? I don't know if you can see, but this thigh is much higher than this thigh. So what does it do to my back, my spine? So actually I'm sitting on my straight leg and I'm not sitting here because I'm not working. Now watch. I can get it to be better, but it's never going to be great. I have to squeeze this leg together and get off this outer hip and roll those inner groins down. So there's action in the legs. Now, I'm going to help myself. For years, what I did was put my sitting bone on the straight leg up higher. Oh, now I'm perfect. But then I wasn't working. So I said, well, how can I start doing it on my own and not just rely on this to help it? So I put the fabric under the fat, but not under the skin, under the adipose part of the leg, which is the flesh. And then this groin goes down, and then I have to use my strength to go forward. Now I can do it this way. I can get enough height under that straight leg buttock, only under that buttock, so my hips are absolutely parallel, and then I can go forward. So I highly recommend that. But if you've done that for several years and you want to learn to strengthen this, then put the support just under the flesh, not under the sitting bone. If this hurts, then you have to sit up. You have to have a nice, big, tall height and have enough height so it doesn't hurt your knee. And then you can go forward because we're going to set in the order. Left like that. This is called Priyanmukhi Kapalabhati. It's a challenging but very opening pose. Very opening. So take whatever support you want to practice with. If your knees are bothering you, you can actually sit on a chair. Bring this foot here and go forward like that. So you can actually do it from a chair. So I have people who have a lot of knee problems and they sit up on a chair. Yeah.
The back leg, is it under you or more to the side of you, so you're sitting in?
It's Virasana, it's under you. So here my foot is to the side. I'm gonna get knee pain. Here, it's right next to my thigh. It's just like this pose. Yeah, get it more under. Yeah. It's not completely under, you're not sitting under like this. Virasana. Yeah. But just be careful because I find if the foot too far, that's a strain on the knee. This is correct. The shin and the thigh are right next to each other. You just need more height. One more blanket under your butt. Now try that. And you'll feel it different. Okay, inhale, reach up, exhale, go forward. Is that okay on your knees?
I'm working on it.
Yeah, and use the flat under here. So you don't get knee pain. You see how that works? Good. As you come forward, engage the bent leg and engage the straight leg. This is a really good pose for you because it's a very big stretch on the fascia of the outer leg, which is what's tight on you. So if you've got that tight fascia on the outer leg, this is a really excellent pose. Good. Now, to come up, keep pressing the bent leg as you come up. Inhale, come up. Now go ahead and change legs. You feel how much of a stretch you get. It's a huge stretch. I have a guy who comes for yoga therapy every week who is a cyclist for 50 years. I mean, went around the world doing cycling contests all over. Then he had a heart attack and 2 strokes. Things don't work quite as well. But I do poses like this for him all the time because what do cyclists get? Very tight on their outer legs. They have to be. They have to have that stability. Deb, are you able to manage this with that knee? Yeah, just take plenty of height. And then you go forward. That's it. Bring your knees as close together as possible. So, Kim Muller, try to put the blanket under your whole right leg with the foot falling off behind, not the knee off. So bring the blanket toward the camera and let your foot fall off the blanket behind and bring your knee together. Knees have to touch. Triyan Mukhi Kapara. Now do it. You'll get the stretch in your thigh. Those of you, nice, everyone's doing this very, very well. Good. I know, it's strong. You feel it in there.
Yeah.
So, when you come out, does it relieve it right away?
Yeah.
Then a little bit of it. Here's what I want you to do.
Put this in
I
here.
want you to squeeze those 2 legs closer together.
Okay.
You just put that in this. Yeah, that's okay. But I want you to activate the muscle. Come up, come up. Straighten both legs. Straighten both legs. Take your legs into Upavishta. Press the thighs down. Rotate your thighs in. Good. Come into Baddha Konasana. Don't take height. Don't take any height. Bring your feet together. Squeeze your shin bone to your thigh to your shin, and move your hips as close to your feet as you can manage. Squeeze your muscles. Now, how does it feel? Better. Yeah. Squeeze. Here, those of you who have knee issues, every knee issue is different. So this is a template, which means that it may not help everybody. But this outer muscle here, you have to squeeze it like you're pulling it inside the knee. And then it releases this inner knee, which is usually where people get the pain. Good, straighten your leg, Dandasana. Okay, now we're going to go into the rest. Okay, you've done some, just 2 poses. Now, I'm going to ask you to choose the pose you want to go in. So that means you can be in Dandasana, you can be in, if I'm going to be in Baddha Konasana with my head supported, I'm going to take a little height. So I can go forward, or you can be in Upavishta Konasana, or you can be in Janu Sushasana. I don't care. You pick. But here's how I want. I want you to have support for the head. If I see anybody's head dangling, I'm gonna ask you to change your setup and get support. I want the head supported so you can work calmly but well in the body. So if I'm gonna do, like today, I would choose this pose. I would sit in this pose just because that's what it feels like I need. Outer legs in. I'm gonna go forward. Notice I'm not. Now I could do this. I could choose to do this. But from here to here, you're not to shorten. So do whatever you need to so you don't shorten your body and rest your head.
Laura,
And whatever pose you want.
is the back rounded or?
No. I mean, I would, so if I'm doing this pose, that's why I want the chair. But if I'm here, see if I round my back, this shortens.
Yeah,
That's gonna stay long.
okay.
And you try to lengthen that side. Take whatever pose you're gonna take and rest your head. You can also use a bolster and rest forward. So, Kim, if you want to turn and face this way and go further forward because you've got more opening, you can use this bolster instead of a chair. If you want, yeah. Now, once you're there, relax your throat, your jaw, your tongue. Once you've got the pose that you know, and you don't have to do the pose I showed, that's just the pose that I would have done today. Whatever pose you're in, see that the outer leg is drawing into the hip and that the inner side of your thigh is helping, it's moving down, and the groin is going into the body. So there's very activity on the legs. Release the shoulders. You can actually rest your arms if you're on a chair. You can let your arms be up on the chair, which helps relax the shoulders. Now, observe how the breath is moving. If you find the pose starting to get heavy, then reactivate your feet and your legs. The feet and legs are very important to be active in this pose. Now see if you can relax the shoulders away from the ears. The shoulders should be spacious away from the ears. Yeah. The frontal chest lengthens more and more and more and more from the pubis. And the back body is releasing downward. Good, everyone. Now, those who can, go further forward. If you're on a chair, move the chair forward. Go further forward. Your bodies are starting to open. Don't round your back to do it. Activate the legs. Go further forward if you can. If that puts pressure in the legs, activate the legs as best you can. Good. That's it. Now lift your rib cage more, Joan. Lift that rib cage. Put your hands on top of the blankets. Yeah, you see how that opened your chest? Yeah. Good. Very good. All right. Now, keep the legs active and slowly bring yourself out to the breath. Go ahead, stand up and take dog pose. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Activate arms, legs. Take dog pose. After we do these long holds forward actions. We have to kind of wake somebody up. Good, everyone. Good. All right, then step forward, come on. Sit down in Dandasana. Place your hands next to your hips. Dandasana. This is the wrist. As you press your palms down, lift the wrist up and go up. Right up. Turn your hands out. Good. Press the palms, lift the wrists, lift the buttocks. Pull the hips back. Good. Good. All right. Now. I'm thinking. Because everybody doesn't have the appropriate props, I have to be mindful of that. Okay. So actually, I think we have enough props. You can use my chair. All right. For this. Now you don't have to use a chair. All right. By the way, you can go to a yard sale and get a chair. You know, they're cheap. $5. All right, watch. It's helpful to have these chairs because we don't have the studio, we don't have all the equipment and everything. So it is helpful, but you don't have to. All right. Here's how I want you to set up. Does everybody have a bolster? Yeah. Or blankets? You can just have blankets, that's fine. Fold your blankets up. Or I'll show the blankets since most of you have blankets, but you don't have bolsters. All right. Hold your blankets. So that you can have 1 or 2 blankets, that's up to you. If they're too wide this way, you won't be able to grab the chair. I would like you to hold on to the chair. Okay, so it's gonna look like this. My shoulders will be on the blanket. My head will be off the blanket. When I go up into this pose, the upper arms roll, so I'm standing on the top of my shoulder, not on my shoulder blade. So I get into the pose by placing the shoulders well onto the blanket. My head is off. I hold the chair. I place my feet here. And I go up. You can put your feet here if that feels better. And then we'll come down. All right, why am I doing this? What have we been doing throughout the whole period with the hamstrings? What have we been doing? We have been stretching them. So we need to put them back in the body. You don't go around stretching your body and then go outside. That's unskillful. The leg has to come back into your body. So you have to firm this buttock and these legs up. That's why I'm doing it. So you understand. Yeah, you can do it on a bolster. You can have a bolster here and lift up. Here, do you want to use the chair or do you want to just put, yeah, perfect. That's perfect. That's even better. Yeah. Here, why don't you? I didn't bring my sticky pieces. Here's one. I don't know if I want you to see.
You want another one?
Lauren, oh, you have a sticky piece here. Two little ones. This is not a very good thing. And up you go. Burn those buttocks and those hamstrings. Now you just roll up on your shoulders. Yeah, don't slide, roll back, yeah. Is your hand just aching?
Yeah, I felt like something happened Saturday when I was reading the word of them. Really? Yeah, that's what I said too, a little bit better. Yeah, different.
Now, press your upper arm down to lift your back. Now, notice how you lift here. Okay. You lift here and lift here, don't lift here. Okay, I'm just bringing your attention to the parts that, yes. Yeah, you feel it? Now go to the way you were lifting in there. You feel how it's different,
Yeah.
and then go back to try to get all of it up lifted. That's it. Really, really make those buttocks come to the iliacs, make the hamstring come. Yeah. Hold, hold, hold. Good. Then slowly, slowly. Very good. Lower down. And that will actually help recover your back.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. It feels good. It's strong. Now here's what, here you have a nice choice. You can lie down, put your legs up. You can put your legs through the chair. You can just lie in Shavasana, or after a pose like this, which really works the abdomen and everything, you can lie with a bolster. I would lie with a bolster not under my knees, but under my thighs. This bolster's too big for me, but yeah. Just pick the Shavasana that works for you. It could be legs up the wall. Don't be active. Shavasana is a non-active pose. So there's a wall over here. If you go to, I want your abdomen to be relaxed and soft. Okay. Yeah, that works. That works great. Now, make sure your head is aligned with your spine. How do you know if it is? When you're lying down, what do you look for to get the head aligned with the spine? Everyone, lift your chin way up. Look up behind you. So notice the pressure in your eyes, your temples, and in and around your face. Now, tuck your chin all the way to your chest. And feel how that's a different kind of pressure. Now try to find the position of your head. So you find that center point just above the occiput, so that you're lying so that your face is parallel to the ceiling. What you want to feel is that the facial muscles are relaxed, the jaw can relax, the tongue can relax, the eyes can relax here. Now, some of us need head support because we don't quite have that structure yet with our head. Yeah, definitely use. Some of us don't need anything. Now let go of your legs. Really let go. And feel how the letting go of the legs gets referred into the belly, into the abdomen. That's it. Relax your thumbs. I can see your thumbs, Mary. Relax those thumbs.
She sticks them under her bolster. I love it. Or you can place, you all know that you can, if your shoulders feel uncomfortable or your hands, place your hands and let them rest on your belly. And it helps relax the shoulder and arm a lot, especially with tight shoulders or painful shoulders. When the arm is extended, it can irritate the arm. Relax the throat. Keep letting go of your legs, your jaw, your tongue. Relax those fingers. Don't stretch anything. Nothing should work. Shavasana is a pose to come into stillness. Stillness is where you are, and then we have all this energy and stuff happening on top. And so the minds get busy, but discover and allow yourself to be with this stillness. If you're suffering from sinuses or drainage, then sit up or roll to your side, because lying on your back will not be helpful. Keep relaxing the jaw, the tongue, the eyes, the brain, the frontal brain. Mind gets busy. So it tells the body, I want to move. Recognize that is just mind. Let it go. Let it go. Good. All right. Now, very calmly start to bend your legs. Bring your legs into your chest. Take your time, rolling to your right, and slowly bring yourself to a seated position. Make sure you're on your side when you come up. Make sure you're on your side when you come up. Good. Wonderful. Nice practice, everyone. It's just my phone. Stop. My phone is connected to my computer. So anytime my phone rings, it rings on my computer. And most of it's spam.
Spam, yeah.
Anyway, thank you all.
Thanks, Laura.
Thank you for
Bye, thank you.
coming. Seated forward bends are a real challenge for all of us. So
Yes.
just understand that's just part of what we have to practice.
Yes.
It's just part of the deal. And if we don't have something that's challenging, boring. All right, thank you all.